Nice to see you.
Oh, good evening. Just having a look if I've got anybody made any comments. Like, good evening or hello, but doesn't seem to be anybody. Oh, hello, Joe. Hello from Micklover. Thank goodness for that. I thought it was going to be me and just Zoom a Bob for once. Ah, Sarah's in Willington on your own, though. Could be some interesting scores. Mum didn't want to join in. Oh, good evening to both of you, and happy birthday for last week, Sarah. Oh, well, I'm glad we've got some people in. I know I've had apologies from Martin and Lynn. They're not here this evening, so I assume there'll be a couple of other people joining in shortly. So what news do I have for you? David is in a play in Willington tomorrow and Saturday. Oh, your mum's at the WI in Willington. I'm going Saturday, and I haven't yet decided whether to wear tangerine or lime green. This is important, so we'll see. It all depends. Tangerine or lime green. Evening, Glynis and Derek, I assume. So we shall see. I'll decide on Saturday evening. But it's an Amdram murder mystery. So I like my murder mysteries, so that should be good fun. What else? I've got a quiz to do tomorrow evening in our local community centre. So this is a busy week for quizzes, with doing one at the pub on Saturday. Lime green goes better with G&T. Yeah. Could be. You could be right there, Joe. Haven't worn either of them, so they'll both be new. I may save the other one for your place. So I'm doing a quiz tomorrow night, so I've written most of that. Hoping to get a few teams turning up there, including a chap who turned up on his own last time. Never come across him before. Nobody knew he was. Entered on his own, and he did all right. And he's been putting up signs on the community centre, not signed, posts saying when is the next quiz, and you keep telling him and he keeps asking. I think Molly's around. What else? Oh, he sent me a photo in WhatsApp of sunrise over the Wadi Rum at 6 o'clock in the morning. I sent him back my thoughts of people who send messages at 6 o'clock in the morning. So he sent me another one today at 6 p.m. with a photo of a poster advertising a restaurant bar in Aqaba in Jordan, which will be showing the rugby on Saturday. So he's absolutely delighted. Hiya, Debbie. Debbie will be the one who'll benefit from seeing whether I wear tangerine or lime green on Saturday. So what other news do I have? Gone a little bit chilly, isn't it? A little bit chilly. But a nice day today, nice and sunny. So it's an unexpected bonus still with September, especially after the summer. Not a nice summer. Didn't enjoy summer at all. So let me see what's time. Oh, how we're doing it. We're doing okay. I don't know what else I've got to tell you. I don't think there's anything else to tell you. No? So I shall tell you what rounds we've got. I think Molly's somewhere behind me. She was lying on a newly ironed white... Oh, hi, Bob. On a newly ironed white top on my bed earlier on. So I have a feeling that may need some refurbishment, shall we say. So, right, we have, for those of you who don't see the post on Facebook, round one is chain letters. You know how that works. Round two is connections. Round three is measure up, and I'll explain that when we get to it. Then we have the interval and find a word. I was watching Countdown this afternoon, and I got the I got the last numbers question, which neither of the contestants did. And I also got a question right on Only Connect the other night. So I'm doing well. Oh, Glynis, Karen spent 7 hours in A&E on Monday after falling and headbutting the pavement. Oh dear. Oh, I hope she's all right. Oh, that's nasty. Did you just trip over something? Oh, send her my best wishes. Then, sorry, go back to the quiz. Not that I'm not sympathetic. Then round 4 is vegetables. The techie does find these unusual rounds, doesn't he? And round 5 is in the news. So they say she's fine. Oh, well, that's all right. Good. Right, so they're all accessible. Oh, hello. Hi, Steph. And we'll make a start with chain letters, which is the one where the last 1, 2 or 3 letters of one answer are the first 1, 2 or 3 letters of the next answer. So if you are ready, we'll get going. Question 1 in chain letters. The TV show Only Fools and Horses was set in which district of London? The TV show Only Fools and Horses was set in which district of London? Question 2. What is the second most populated city in Germany? What is the second most populated city in Germany? Question 3. Released in 1997, the first instalment of which video game series was set in cities called Liberty City, Vice City, and San Andreas, based on New York City, Miami, and San Francisco? Released in 1997, the first instalment of which video game series was set in cities called Liberty City, Vice City, and San Andreas, based on New York City, Miami, and San Francisco? Question 4. Who wrote the novels Porterhouse Blue and Blot on the Landscape? I used to love those novels and all the others that he wrote. I used to laugh out loud. Who wrote the novels Porterhouse Blue and Blot on the Landscape? And you might find, just give you a little clue, that one of the answers, or one of the questions here, will also be asked, not the same question, but it's got a connection in another round, but they're just totally separate. So don't think I've done something wrong by giving you the same thing. You'll see what I mean. Question 5. Not counting own goals, who became the first goalkeeper to score a goal in the English Premier League when he did so in 2001 for Aston Villa? Not counting own goals, who became the first goalkeeper to score a goal in the English Premier League when he did so in 2001 for Aston Villa? Question 6. Which typeface, often said to be the most popular typeface in the world, was developed in 1957 by a Swiss designer and was named after the Latin word for Swiss? Which typeface, often said to be the most popular typeface in the world, was developed in 1957 by a Swiss designer and was named after the Latin word for Swiss? Question 7. Which chemical element is the most abundant metal and the fifth most abundant element in the human body? Which chemical element is the most abundant metal and the fifth most abundant element in the human body? Question 8. What was the first name of Victor Meldrew's wife in the TV sitcom One Foot in the Grave? What was the first name of Victor Meldrew's wife in the TV sitcom One Foot in the Grave? Question 9. In which Star Wars film is it revealed that Princess Leia is Luke Skywalker's twin sister? In which Star Wars film is it revealed that Princess Leia is Luke Skywalker's twin sister? And question 10. In the Teletubbies, which Teletubby is green? In Teletubbies, which Teletubby is green? Remember, this is a chain letters where the last 1, 2 or 3 letters of the previous answer will be the first 1, 2 or 3 letters of the next answer. So that sometimes helps. So let me know if you need any repeating. Well, the local pub has been closed for 2 days. I think it's open again today. Oh, Richard, sit up straight. Right, if there are no repeats, then I'll give you the answers to that round. Question 1. Only Fools and Horses was set in Peckham. Question 2. The second most populated city in Germany is Hamburg. Question 3. The video game series set in Liberty City, Vice City and San Andreas was Grand Theft Auto. Question 4. Porterhouse Blue and Blot on the Landscape were written by Tom Sharp. Question 5. The first goalkeeper to score a goal in the English Premier League was Peter Schmeichel. Question 6. The typeface named after the Latin word for Swiss is Helvetica. Question 7. The most abundant metal and fifth most abundant element in the human body is calcium. Question 8. The first name of Victor Meldrew's wife was Margaret. Question 9. It was revealed that Princess Leia is Luke Skywalker's twin sister in Return of the Jedi. And question 10. The Teletubby that's green is Dipsy. So called apparently because he's supposed to look a bit like a dipstick. The bit coming off his head is supposed to look like a dipstick. Right, how did you do in that round? Sarah 7. That's not a bad score at all. Joe off to a great start with 5. Glynis 7. And Debbie 6. Okay, so sort of middling scores, but I'll give you a different type of questions. So round 2 is connections. And again, you know how this works, where you'll get 4 questions and then work out the connection on the fifth question. 2 lots of those. So if you are ready, connections, question 1. Which country has the world's largest standing army? Which country has the world's largest standing army? Question 2. Opened by King Gustav V, which city hosted the 1912 Summer Olympics? Opened by King Gustav V, which city hosted the 1912 Summer Olympics? Question 3. What word is repeated to give Status Quo's only UK #1 hit single? What word is repeated to give Status Quo's only UK #1 hit single? And question 4. What name is commonly used to refer to the war that took place from August 1990 to February 1991 following Iraq's invasion of Kuwait? What name is commonly used to refer to the war that took place from August 1990 to February 1991 following Iraq's invasion of Kuwait? And question 5. What is the connection between the previous 4 answers? Then the second set of connections, question 6. What colour are SpongeBob SquarePants trousers? What colour are SpongeBob SquarePants trousers? Question 7. What 3-letter word goes after Sky to give the name of the first US space station launched by NASA in 1973? What 3-letter word goes after Sky to give the name of the first US space station which was launched by NASA in 1973? Question 8. What is the first name of Gift, the former lead singer of the 80s band Fine Young Cannibals? What is the first name of Gift, the former lead singer of the 80s band Fine Young Cannibals? And question 9. What don't cost a thing, according to the title of a 2001 #1 hit single by Jennifer Lopez. What don't cost a thing, according to the title of a 2001 #1 hit single by Jennifer Lopez? Question 10. What is the connection between the previous 4 answers? I'll give you a couple of minutes to have a go at the connections. And does anybody want any repeating, by the way? I forgot to ask that. I forgot to mention the background. Where is it? Ponty. That's not Ponty. No repeats. Right, let's see if you worked out the connections. Oh, if you are ready. Question 1. The world's largest standing army is in China. Question 2. Opened by King Gustav V, it was Stockholm that hosted the 1912 Summer Olympics. Question 3. Status Quo's only UK #1 hit single was Down, Down. So the word that was repeated was down. Question 4. The name commonly used to refer to the war following Iraq's invasion of Kuwait was the Gulf War. So what was the connection? The connection was syndrome. You'd got China syndrome, Stockholm syndrome, Down syndrome, and Gulf War syndrome. And the second set of connections, question 6, SpongeBob SquarePants trousers are brown. Question 7, the 3-letter word that goes after sky is lab, so it was Skylab. Question 8, first name of Gift, former lead singer of Finding Cannibals, is Roland. Question 9, according to Jennifer Lopez, love don't cost a thing. So what was the connection between the previous 4 answers? It was rat. A brown rat, a lab rat, Roland rat, and a love rat. So how did you do with that, with the connections? It's one of those things where you either see it or you don't. And I usually don't. That's why I ask them rather than answer them. Joe 6. See, you've moved up. Debbie 8. That's good. Glynis only 6. It'll make Joe feel bad now about getting 6. Sarah 10. Sorry, I didn't spot that. Well done, Sarah. Well done. So you're obviously a connections person. Right. Okay. Right, round 3 is measure up. And each correct answer contains a word that is also a unit of measurement. So the answers will be maybe more than 1 word long, or they may just be 1 word long. So the answer will contain 1 word that is also a unit of measurement. So if you are ready, question 1. They say I might as well face the truth, that I'm just too long in the tooth, is the opening line of the theme song to which TV sitcom? Can't sing this one. I know it, but I can't sing it. They say I might as well face the truth, that I'm just too long in the tooth, is the opening line of the theme song to which TV sitcom? Question 2. Fisherman's, square and bowline are all types of what? Fisherman's, square and bowline are all types of what? Question 3. Who starred as Princess Diana in the 2013 film Diana? Who starred as Princess Diana in the 2013 film Diana? Question 4. What name for the headquarters of the Metropolitan Police Service derives from the name of the street where its original headquarters had a rear entrance? What name for the headquarters of the Metropolitan Police Service derives from the name of the street where its original headquarters had a rear entrance? Question 5. What is the title of the 2015 sequel to the 2011 film The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel? What is the title of the 2015 sequel to the 2011 film The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel? Very enjoyable film. Both of them were. Question 6. By what name is the condition of tinea pedis more commonly known? By what name is the condition of tinea pedis more commonly known? Question 7. Who was editor of the Sun newspaper from 1981 to 1994? Who was editor of the Sun newspaper from 1981 to 1994? Question 8. Who starred as Sandy in the 1978 film Grease? Who starred as Sandy in the 1978 film Grease? Question 9. Which group had a UK #1 hit single in 1974 with When Will I See You Again? Which group had a UK #1 hit single in 1974 with When Will I See You Again? And question 10. First introduced in 1998, on what would you find the inscription standing on the shoulder of giants? First introduced in 1998, on what would you find the inscription standing on the shoulder of giants? And remember, every answer contains a word that is a unit of measurement of some sort or another. Anybody need any repeating? No repeats. Okay, go through the answers. Question 1. They say I might as well face the truth that I'm just too long in the tooth is the opening line of the theme song to One Foot in the Grave, which I said earlier would come up again. Well, I didn't know it was going to be One Foot in the Grave, but there you are. That was the one. Question 2. Fisherman's, square and bowline are all types of knot. Question 3. Princess Diana was played by Naomi Watts in the film Diana. Question 4. The name for the headquarters of the Metropolitan Police Service is New Scotland Yard, or just Scotland Yard will do. Molly, just sit still. Question 5. The sequel to the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel was the second Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. Question 6. Tinea pedis is more commonly known as athlete's foot. Question 7. The editor of The Sun from 1981 to 1994 was Kelvin Mackenzie. Question 8. Who starred as Sandy in Grease? That was Olivia Newton-John. Question 9. When Will I See You Again was a hit for The 3 Degrees. And question 10. You would find the inscription standing on the shoulder of giant around the edge of a £2 coin, if you've never noticed it before. So how did you do on that round? Debbie 7. Joe going backwards with 5. Tell Peter to get going again. Glynis 8. That's not bad at all. And Sarah 7. So we're sort of all coming up fairly close together, which is okay. Right, so it's interval time and find a word. We'll see if we get any 9-letter answers. So if you're ready, those of you not playing, go off and make your tea or coffee or G&T or whatever else. Give me a few seconds, catch my breath and take a sip of wine. And we'll start with a consonant. A vowel. Vowel. Consonant. 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 Vowel. Consonant. Vowel. Oh dear. I was hoping something better would come up than that. You've got wild, wood, log, logo, yeah. Goodwill. Oh, that's a good one, Joe. Goodwill. Well done, with an 8-letter. Oh, I don't think we'll improve on that unless anyone can come up with a 9-letter. excellent. Okay, let's go on to a second one then. Consonant, consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant. Right. Crossing, rising, singer. Oh no, there's only one S. Oh, I thought I had an 8 letter then. Oh yeah, rising, no good about that. You can have risen, past tense. You can have ringer. You could have coring, couldn't you? C-O-R-I-N-G, where you'd core an apple. Scoring, yeah, good one, Sarah, adding an S in. And groin from Joe. Lowering the tone, Joe, lowering the tone. You could add an S and have groins. Grocer, grocers. Always worth going for those plurals. Snoring, yeah. No, there's only one N. Only one N. Okay, we've gone to the third one. Vowel. Consonant. Consonant. Vowel. Consonant. Consonant. Vowel. Oh dear. Just doing this repeats tonight, isn't it? Vowel, consonant. Two O's, two E's, two R's. Grove. Green, yeah, green. Governor, oh, that's a good one. Governor. Yeah, after that. Oh yeah, only one R. No, there's two R's. Governor. Yeah, that's all right. Groover. Groover. Right, I'm going to go on to a fourth and final one. Vowel. Vowel. Oh, consonant. 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 Vowel. Consonant. Consonant. Vowel. Oh, look at the threes. Incest. Incense. Debbie's got incest as well. Here you could have incense. Yes, incense. Oh, insect, yeah. Insect. Sentence. S-E-N-T-E-N-E. Yeah, I think that's okay, because you've got 3 E's. 1 S, 2 N's, T and a C. Yeah. Sentence is all right. Just leave out the I. Yeah, well done. Oh well, we've got a couple of 8s tonight, so that's all right. Okay, then we'll go on to round 4, the vegetables. Oh, it's the usual thing where sentience. Oh, now that could be a 9-letter, Glyn. Sentience, I think. I know there's sentient. I think sentient is okay. Yeah, the voice in my head says sentience is the meaning of the being life and accepting it. So, like Molly is sometimes sentient, sometimes she's not. No, well done, Glynis. You get the honours tonight of the 9-letter. So we then go on to the vegetables. Right, so the usual thing that the techies come up with, and you get 10 pictures of vegetables, and you have to identify them. And names are there on the right, as usual. So off you go. Here we go, question 10, and the techie will repeat them. Here we go, there's your 10 questions about vegetables. So I'll go straight through the answers. Number 1. Jalapeno pepper. Number 2, celeriac. I like celeriac, grated celeriac in dressing. Came across that when I was working in France. It was delicious. Question 3, horseradish. Yuck. Question 4, fennel. Also yuck. Question 5, kidney beans, which I love raw. Question 6, haricot beans, which I also like raw. Question 7, tomato, which are technically fruit, but everyone classes them as vegetables. Question 8, yams. Question 9, turnips, which are not very nice. And question 10, courgette. How did you do on those things? Some of you will do very well. Debbie 10, yeah, good. Joe 10, I had a feeling you might get that 10. Sarah 10. Glynis 8, don't know your veg. Only 2 you got wrong. Don't know why I know them, probably from doing quizzes, so it's not as if I go around cooking all the things all the time. Right, we come on to the final round, which is round 5 in the news. So I hope you've been keeping up. Oh, if you are ready for In the News, question 1. Hackney Diamonds is the title of the latest album by which band? It's soon to be released. Not yet been released, but it's going to be. Hackney Diamonds is the title of the soon to be released latest album by which band? Question 2. In which country was the latest G20 summit held? In which country was the latest G20 summit held? Yeah, it's come up big now. Question 3. Which mountains in Morocco have been the site of the epicenter of Friday's earthquake? Which mountains in Morocco have been the site of the epicenter of Friday's earthquake? Question 4. From which prison did Daniel Khalif escape last week? From which prison did Daniel Khalif escape last week? Question 5. Novak Djokovic won his 24th Grand Slam singles title at the weekend, making him level with which all-time record holder? Novak Djokovic won his 24th Grand Slam singles title at the weekend, making him level with which other all-time record holder? Question 6, I think the use of the word finally probably expresses my opinion, so ignore that. Who has finally resigned as president of the Spanish Football Federation and as a UEFA vice president? Who has finally resigned as president of the Spanish Football Federation and as a UEFA vice president? Question 7. What are the initials of the building material now being removed from schools and other public buildings because of fears over its safety? What are the initials of the building material now being removed from schools and other public buildings because of fears over its safety? Question 8. Who is the Education Secretary who was forced to apologise for her foul-mouthed rant where she accused everyone of sitting on their arses? Oops. I can say that here. We're all friends. Who is the Education Secretary who was forced to apologise for her foul-mouthed rant where she accused everyone of sitting on their arses? Question 9. Which local authority, the largest in Europe, has declared itself bankrupt? Look at that, I left out a comma after Europe. Which local authority, the largest in Europe, has declared itself bankrupt? And question 10. In which country is the Rugby World Cup taking place? In which country is the Rugby World Cup taking place? Those are your questions for tonight. Does anybody want any repeating? No, no repeats. Okay. Question 1. Hackney Diamonds is the title of the latest album by the Rolling Stones. Been teasing everyone about it, haven't they? Apparently it's supposed to be very good. Question 2. The latest G20 summit was held in India. Question 3. The mountains in Morocco, which have been the site of the epicenter of the Atlas Mountains. Question 4. Daniel Khalif escaped from Wandsworth Prison. Question 5. Novak Djokovic made him his 24th Grand Slam single title, made him level with Margaret Court. Question 6. It's Luis Rubiales who has finally resigned. Question 7. The building material being removed from schools is RAC, reinforced autoclaved aerated concrete. Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? Question 8. The Education Secretary, who was a little foul-mouthed, is Gillian Keegan. Question 9. It's Birmingham which has declared itself bankrupt. And question 10. The Rugby World Cup is taking place in France. So how did you do on that round and overall? See what the general scores are. Glynis 9, total of 38. Sarah, a poor 5 and an okay 39. Yeah. Joe, 9 and 35, better than last time. You see, you can get better. Do not despair. Debbie, 6 and 37. So they're all fairly close, aren't they? All the scores, which is good. Which is good. There's nobody else to come, is there, for scores? Oh, well done, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and see you next week. Hope you enjoyed it. You're on holiday for the next 2 weeks. See you in October. Where are you going? You haven't asked permission. Nobody in the 40s. No, but sometimes that happens. Mallorca. Oh, I've never been to Mallorca, so have a good time. Cheers, everyone, and see you next week.